Hi, today we're at Modern Teaching Aids and we've got Sonja from Kids First Children's Services and we're going to be talking about tips to deal with separation anxiety. So Sonja, what is separation anxiety?
Separation anxiety is when children feel an intense fear of being separated from their parent or their caregiver. It starts when children are very young, but it can continue until they're in primary school and even beyond.
Is it experienced in particular age groups more than others?
It's common for very young children to experience some separation anxiety, so from around about the age of 10 months when children start to realise that the people around them are permanent fixtures, and that can continue up until about the age of 3, and that's completely normal and really typical. But for some children that can extend on, and up to 4% of school-aged children struggle with separation anxiety disorder, which is something altogether different again.
So what are 3 tips for helping to deal with separation anxiety?
So teachers can do lots of things to support children who struggle with separation anxiety. The first thing I'd suggest is find out as much as you can before the child comes into your classroom. So use your orientation process to find out what those children's struggles are and what families have been doing about them before they've come to school or to your preschool classroom. Maybe there have been some strategies that have worked in other environments that you can adopt in your classroom, and so knowing about them by asking questions, doing surveys or questionnaires can make a big difference. Another tip is to have a see you later spot. A see you later spot is a spot in the centre or in the classroom or in the school environment where children say goodbye to their parents, and it's like a line in the sand for mums and dads. That's as far as they go. Teachers can find a spot perhaps that's not going to impact on other children and other families, and it might be a window, it might be a step, it might be a door, and over time it might even progress to the gate of the playground. Children who have a see you later spot can have a see you later spot at home, they can have it at their grandparents' house, and so it's something that they can generalise across to other environments. So it's a really good thing to put in place. The third thing I would suggest to helping children with anxiety come into your classroom safely is to use language carefully and to show empathy. The last thing kids need is to have their feelings being demeaned or belittled by being told that they're silly or acting like a baby. So getting down to their level, using minimal words, a low voice, low volume, and helping children to understand that you understand that they're feeling frightened is the way to manage a child who's getting really frightened and whose anxious feelings are taking over.
Is there anything else we should consider when it comes to supporting anxious children in the classroom?
Something to remember about anxious children is that anxious children often have anxious parents. It's a hereditary thing, just like blue eyes and brown hair. So if you have a sensitive child who feels things very acutely, it's quite possible that mums and dads feel the same way. And if the anxiety has been going on for a long time, it's natural for them to be worried about what's going to happen when they start in your classroom. So simple things like letting mums and dads know that you will call them if something goes astray is really important, and making sure that you meet that commitment is a great way to support a sensitive or an anxious parent who is worrying about their child.
How do you know when it's more than just a phase?
It's more than just a phase if the separation anxiety behaviours go on for 4 weeks or more, if a child doesn't settle down into routines and is not coping. Separation anxiety is something that affects a large number of children, but if it is impacting on their ability to enjoy the things that their peers are enjoying or to participate in the playground or in the classroom, it is important that we deal with it as a matter of importance. Seek advice from experts, talk with teachers, see what else can be done to support that child so that it doesn't become an ongoing issue that has later effects that can be worrying or damaging.
Thank you, Sonja. For more tips for your classroom, please have a look at our website and click on the Inspiration tab.